Okay, I put the board back in. Got everything hooked up here. Okay, turn it on. Maybe I'll shut this light out here first. Oops, let me see something here. I had my scope on DC volts here, I think. I'm using this channel. Yeah, I have it on DC volts, so that was flying off the board. Okay, when I shut it off, back on. If I take this and shoot across here, let me pull these. Okay, I get that, so I don't know what that's about. There's shorted condition. Open. Oops. Maybe it wasn't shorted. Shorted. Open. So when I release it, makes something fire. I think it's coming from the top going towards the bottom, maybe? I don't know. Anyways. Okay. So if I turn this down, I just get this distortion, whatever that may be. I have this, the 1 volt peak-to-peak sine wave. Well, I have that on exit. It doesn't matter. I already have this on. Doesn't matter. If I do take this here, it's plugged into here. Now I'm getting nothing here. I was getting a square wave up here, so it's not doing that anymore. Oh, wait a minute. Let me unplug this. Okay, it's unplugged. Okay, now I get this. Pull back on this channel. Let me see something. If I can hold this in my hand. Jeez, it's hard to do things sometimes. That's interesting. Okay, here's a shape. Let me pull back one more. Okay, that's at my... Okay, finger off, finger on, finger off, finger on. Looks like I'm getting 2 volts, 4 volts, peak to peak, plus a little extra 2 volts per division, right? 2 volts. So that's a positive thing. I didn't see that before. So I'm touching the input of this thing. Let me pull back a scale. Nothing. Pull back a scale there. No, it's still synchronizing. So, oops, I lost it. I left a little tab here to hook my scope up to here. So it's kind of strange that if I touch my finger on there, I get that. But if I plug the, let me try this. I get nothing. I do have a 1 volt. Where's that thing? Well, I know it works. I had the sine wave before. I know it works. Let me waste more time here than I need to. Let me drop that. Put that in there. So I get my 1 volt sine wave there. So back to this channel. I got nothing. Because I have to get rid of this jumper here out of my way, because I have to touch my finger on the vertical input here. But if I go to sine wave here, I don't get it. Get nothing. I don't think the horizontal setting would matter, because this is the vertical board. Well, move on. Number 3. Wait a minute. I have calluses from playing guitar, so I don't. The yellow one is hot. That one's hot. Gray. These are negative. These are positive voltages. This thing here. Ouch. That was hot. See, I have calluses. It was fine going through the calluses until it moved up here. Then it wasn't fine. So it's getting kind of... But I don't know why I don't pull a... If I hook this to there, why I don't put a signal into this thing. So when I took this board off, this one was a complete short to ground, so follow it back. So it put this emitter to a short circuit to ground. So I could have something wiped out in this vertical section, but this is where I was just clipped to get that square wave. But I was clipped over here, which is right down there. It's clipped to, that gives me, that's the outside of the capacitor. So I'm gonna plug this thing back in. This oscilloscope. So that's when I touch the vertical input to this scope. But I'll have to do some more testing. I was going to hook a generator up here. Let me see if I can. I'm going to pause this a moment, but before I do, I want to do one thing. I wanted to pull back on this and put this on DC voltage and see if I can sturdy this. Zero it up, and okay, I'm on 100 volts. Per division, I'll put her down. So on DC voltage, I'm on 2 volts per division. So I got what? Peak to peak, 2, 4, maybe 5. Is that halfway? 50%. So 2, 4, 5 volts. And that again will be here. So wait a minute. Yeah. Here. So it should be 3.9 volts. I should move it over this way, then I don't have my record and pause and everything in my way. So that's where my scope is hooked up, is to right there, only right there. So now I'm going to try to hook it up to this side of the capacitor. So I'm getting that. I'm going to put it up one more. It pulled it off the screen, but that's fine. I'm going to try to see what goes through this, the switch side of this, look at them there. This is the, I gotta change the switch hands here. This will be the gate. Where's the switch? Let me switch this to exit sync. Okay, this is the center of the switch, so it went up. So this has about 4 volts. This is on the gate of the field effect transistor. This is on the gate. No, this is on the other side of that green 0.1 capacitor. Right now it's open connection at this end where I'm at, because I switched the switch from internal sync to exit sync. Here's, let me pull back one here, or I'll be off the screen. Okay. Okay, this is where the emitter is on those drivers of the bottom driver, where that 0.1 capacitor is. So that's there on DC. I'm on DC there. So I'm getting what, 2, 4, 5 volts there. Now I'll go to the next following stage. I'll hook up to the center of the switch, which is the gate. So I have 2 volts at the gate. And this here, where's that, the gate? When it said 2 volts, I was here. When I got that higher voltage reading, I was here. Which, why would that go up? That's just a dead circuit, isn't it? There's no power to it. Let me see. My switch. If I go the bottom, this part of the switch jumps to that 0.1 capacitor and then goes to the vertical board of the drivers. Up here is the center, so you either switch into internal synchronization or exit. If I go to here, it should be my exit. I can do this. That should be exit sync. I can see it. I can't. Not very good. And that goes up to like 246 peak to peak. That should not, I think that should be no voltage. Because that's when my sync switches this way, I'm getting a higher DC voltage, which is why it's going from ground this little loop here. I didn't understand that at first. That's my my 1 volt sine wave bit that goes to the binding post. I gotta figure something out here. Why there's so much voltage at this end. This end would be the gate of the field effect transistor, I think. The bottom is the 0.1. This is the field effect right there. It's got to be. I'll have to look at pictures that I took. Where it's the. Yeah, it's got to be there somehow. I keep looking at things, I forget. So right from my switch is right to the gate. So, and this is above the H is where I had the short circuit. Travel back. It's at the emitter. I was getting like 4.1 volt or 2 volts there, according to the oscilloscope. But that's obviously not accurate. I guess that's all I can say right now. I have to figure out this ground. What if that ground is interrupting a ground on here? I have to look into that to wonder why there's so much DC here when this is ground. There should be no DC. This is, I have nothing connected to. Let's see, I'm on exit sync and I have nothing connected to the sync, whatever one it is. This one. I have nothing connected. I have nothing connected horizontal in, so what's the scoop on that? I'll have to investigate why I have phantom voltage there or whatever. So this is it. Orange Beginner's Corner, March 11th.